So last night I went to an advanced screening of Annabelle Creation, and because the movie is not going to be released until August 11, I won't be discussing any plot point other than the stuff that they gave us in the IMDb page and the trailer. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and copy everything in the IMDb page because I don't want to get into any lawsuit problem with Warner Brothers and ruin my chance of playing DC superheroes in the future, because that is like a dream of mine. Several years after the tragic death of their little girl, a doll maker and his wife welcome a nun and several girls from a shuttered orphanage into their home, soon becoming the target of the doll maker possessed creation Annabelle. That is all I'm going to say about the plot. David F. Sandberg directed this movie, and prior to this, his most well-known work is Lights Out, the horror movie that I enjoy quite a bit, both the short and the feature. In terms of like modern horror, this man is the one director you need to look out for, because Annabelle Creation is one of the more well-directed horror in recent memories. I count only a couple of jump scare. The first act was a bit sloppy to me, but once the nun and like the little girls got into the house and started exploring, started living, started sleeping in the house, there wasn't a single dull moment from that point on. Every scare sequence is filled with tension, and that has a lot to do with the clever sound design and the lighting and all that technical stuff, and that's something that Mrs. Sandberg carried over from the movie Lights Out quite successfully. This is a horror flick relies heavily on creepy atmosphere and good payoff rather than the cheap jump scare that you see a lot in modern horror these days. And that's easily the best aspect of Annabelle Creation. The film is also really well acted, and this proves that in order to make a good horror movie, the acting needs to be a lot more than just good looking and run really fast, or screaming super loud at the top of your lung every 5 minutes. It demands a lot more than that to make a good horror movie and to deliver a good horror performance. Talitha Bateman and Lulu Wilson, who you might remember from the movie Ouija Origin of Evils, another horror movie that I really like, they are the start of this movie. Their character has a good arc, and the sisterly bond between the two is what made me emotionally invested to the story. The Annabelle stuff is terrifying and really cool to watch, but you need character that the audience can relate to, and that's what you got from these two girls. They were really good. And the fact that they are kids, I was more forgiving when they make those like cliche horror movie stupid decision, like go into a room when you're not supposed to, you hear a sound and you go straight to that. Because they're a kid, I was more forgiving, because generally speaking, kids are stupid and somewhat curious, and sometimes what they say, curiosity kills the cat. So because they're a kid, I was more understanding of why they did what they did. So if it's like a teenager or an adult, like, you're just so dumb, you're just a dumb person, I can't relate to you. But because they're a kid, and I was a kid once, and trust me, I did a lot of stupid shit. I do find the parents' character, however, to be quite disappointing. Miranda Otto and Anthony LaPaglia, I hope I pronounced your last name right, sir. I thought they did a good job portraying the character, and I thought their characters served the plot well, but with such a tragic backstory behind them, I feel like the writer could have given them something more to do. Even though I thought that there's nothing wrong with the performance, I thought they did a really good job. The characters are definitely underused. And there's an exposition scene near the end that I thought was really lazy, and they could have handled it a lot better. One thing a lot of modern horror director could learn from this movie and the Conjuring series as a whole is that a good horror movie equal a good drama plus a good action movie. And here's what I meant by that. In dramas, the main characters, they are forced to fight a emotional and psychological battle. In action movie, our heroes are forced to fight a physical battle. And if you can combine those things and find the right balance, you got a good horror movie. Because that's exactly what the characters in Annabelle creation went through, and that's exactly what the characters in, you know, The Conjuring or those good horror movie that I can think of, right, like Lights Out, Ouija Origin of Evil, Sinister, all that. Like, those are a good modern horror story because they understand what it's like to put these characters in position where they are scared, they have to run, they are, you know, not thinking straight. And I think that make for a really terrifying experience. My ratings for Annabelle creation is an 8 out of 10. A really, really good addition to the Conjuring series, but not without its flaws. Hey guys, thank you for watching the review. I really appreciate that. And if you like this video, click the like button, share this to your neighbors, and just tell me what your thoughts on the movie if you've seen it already. And if you haven't, you know, the movie comes out on August 11. August 11 is the release day of this movie, so go check it out. It's a good one. And I'm working really hard to watch Okja and To the Bone, the two new Netflix movie, and get the review out for you guys. And let me know in the comment down below what movie you want me to do a review, or what videos you want me to react to, or if you have any ideas for like a short film, like a short, you know, horror or, you know, action, all that. If it's just any genre, if you have like a cool idea, just let me know, and, you know, maybe I'll make a skit or a short film out of it. Please don't forget to follow me on Twitter. I'll leave the link down below. And with that being said, I'll see you soon.